Hey everyone, Theron Asbury here with Revital Outdoors, bringing you another exciting podcast. Tonight we're going to go back to the Roll Tide action. We're going back to the Alabama, or actually it's the Bama division, BFL tournaments in Alabama. We're going to talk to Mr. Brent Reaves, who got a top 5 finish 2 years ago at the Alabama River event. Again, that tournament didn't happen last year, but they went there 2 years ago, and they're going back to the Alabama River this coming weekend with the Bama division. So Brent's going to give us some of his insights from his tournament 2 years ago, what he predicts for this year. A lot of great content coming your way for you Alabama anglers. Before we get started with Revital Outdoors, it is very excited to still announce that we are doing a $2,500 giveaway for a lucky angler at the end of the year. In order to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is hit the link at the top of the description right below this video. It takes 3 seconds to enter in. I promise you, if you're a fishing nut like all of us watching this podcast, you're not going to want to miss this. Right now, we have companies like Costa Del Mar, we have Flambeau, we have Seagar on board giving product away for this giveaway. We got more coming very, very soon. More announcements coming very soon. So enter to get in. I promise you it's going to be well worth your while. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. That's Revital Outdoors. And if you've never heard of Revital Outdoors, we're a premium CBD company. We offer premium CBD products to all the outdoor enthusiasts out there. Our products are THC-free, made right here in America. You can purchase them directly off our website. That's revitaloutdoors.com. And don't forget, Mother's Day is coming up this coming Monday, or this coming Sunday, excuse me. We wouldn't be here without our mothers. So this week we are offering our CBD soft gels with melatonin at a 30% discount. That way you can give mom a gift for Mother's Day, help her sleep better at night, because let's just be honest, they lose a lot of sleep keeping up with us outdoor enthusiasts. So check us out on our website. That being said, let's go ahead and get Brent right into the studio from the great state of Alabama. Roll Tide. Brent, how you doing this evening, bud?
I'm good. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you coming on to the podcast. So let's just get right into it. Alabama River, 2 years ago, top 5 finish. That same tournament's coming up this coming weekend. Walk us through your tournament 2 years ago. Kind of, what were you able to dial in on? What do you predict for this weekend?
Well, man, it's shaping up to be the same scenario as 2 years ago, and I'm super excited because I normally do better on real tough tournaments, where it don't take 20 pounds to win or to get a check. So 2 years ago, I pretty much went flipping some hardcover brush, lay down some little bit of rock, kind of off the main river. There just wasn't a whole lot of current going, and right now it has some current, but it's fluctuating a foot every day. It go down a foot and come right. Once it hits that foot mark down, it goes right back up. So the water level is not consistent. It's not stable. So it's been a pretty tough bite, and like everyone else knows, is you talk to everybody out there. This spring has not been fun in fishing. It's been tough about everywhere you go. Just all the too much water, it's just one of them springs. It's not been good.
I heard it described to me perfectly last night. Old man winter wants to hang around and have a fist fight with Mother Nature. It ain't working out for the bass fishermen.
It's not. And now it's summertime. I mean, 30 degrees, high 30s, 40s. I got to fish the southeastern regional with the Bass Nation up on that lake, and didn't do too good, but it was the same way. It had 42 degree weather during tournament.
Right
now it's 90. So I mean, it's not playing out in the bass fishing favor.
No, but, not at all.
Get back to 2 years ago, like just a couple weeks before the tournament, a frog bite, a buzzbait bite was phenomenal. I mean, you can go catch 16 to 18 pounds, no problem. Well, it done that 2 weeks ago. Last 2 weeks I've been down here, finesse, super finesse. Right. What I like to do whenever it gets like it was 2 years ago, I put a 16th ounce weight, Texas rig it, peg the weight, and just pull a lizard, slow lizard, green pumpkin, or any kind of natural color like that. And I've been getting bit a pretty good bit. It ain't no big fish, but all it takes is 5 casts to get to get a good bag. So
You make it sound easy, Brent.
no, it's not easy. I promise you. I got a new boat this year, and man, I tell you, I've had the new boat blue. I've been terrible this year, but we turning it around. Bass fishing is a mind thing. You can get in your head and you can be done. Your tournament's over with. Once you get in your head, and that's been my problem with the new boat. But we're gonna get past it. We're gonna do better. We got this. We got it turned around. I think at the day 2 on the regional. So we'll see what Alabama River holds. And I fished the Alabama River last year. It was later on in the year, September, and it was sort of the same way. And ended up cutting a check on it. And and I ain't a big fan of the Alabama River. I come from Lake Martin. If anybody knows Lake Martin, Alabama, it's not a river lake. It's a blueback herring lake now, and it's not consistent. That's where I come from. I'm not even a river fisherman, but if you can just go back to the basics, when the bite gets tough, you will get bit. I'm not saying you're gonna catch a good bag doing it, but you will get a limit most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Just go back to what when you was a kid. What'd you do as a kid? Me personally, I throwed curly-tail worm, Texas rig, and caught fish all the time. Just go back to your basics. That's what I do.
Right. So yeah, just keep it simple, man. You have what you have. Throw what you have confidence in. I like how you're a flipper. I'm a guy. I love the big flipping stick. You gave away a little secret though, of throwing that 16th ounce weight. That's a lot of something that people don't do, but it definitely catches. I tell people all the time, when you're finesse fishing and when you're flipping, even down here in Florida, you want to get away with the lightest possible weight you can.
Yep.
So I definitely commend you on that. So what do you think weight-wise it's going to take this weekend to win the tournament and cut a check?
I honestly think it's going to be like it was 2 years ago, 12, 13 pounds. Shane, my buddy Shane Button won the tournament, and I honestly think it's going to be 12, 13 pounds. Well, let me back up. We got some rain coming in. They're talking about quarter an inch or whatever, and Friday it's going to be some thunderstorms and quarter inch of rain. I don't, I'm wrong all the time. I'm not saying it's going to do this, and I'm wrong, and I'm preparing for both sides of it. But if a river comes up a little bit and gets a little bit more water flowing, you get on that main river and you're gonna catch spotted bass. That's right. what you got to do. So if the river doesn't change, I think it's going to be 12 to 13 pounds. If it does change and there gets, it starts getting blowed out just a little bit, not too bad, it's going to take 16 to 17 pounds.
All right.
That's my opinion. And, like I said, I'm probably wrong, but, that's why they call it opinions, right?
Absolutely. So it sounds like it's going to be a pretty fair tournament. So really looking forward to seeing how the results turn out this weekend. Brent, you gave us a lot of great insight to the Alabama River. Not really a known bass fishery in the state of Alabama. When you think about Gunnersville and Wheeler and all the great other lakes, but it still holds its own. It can be a little tougher fishery, but tougher fisheries make for better anglers in the long run. Look at the Ohio River. Same kind of scenario. So that being said, Brent, thank you for all the information. Good luck to you this weekend. Before we let you go, I know you got a lot of great people to help you in the state of Alabama. You got a great family. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
I'm rolling solo on the sponsors this year. I just kind of backed up off the sponsorships this year and trying to find the right fit for me. But I couldn't do this without my wife and kids. Their support is amazing.
Sure.
And I'm gonna give a shout out to my mom. Happy Mother's Day. I see you Sunday. Can't wait to eat some of that good food you're gonna cook. And that's it. That's all I got. My wife and kids are my biggest supporter. I got friends and all, but my wife and kids is my rock, so.
Good for you. And Brent, I took a look at your social media, and you're getting those kids out fishing. I just want to say thank you. That really means a lot to see someone taking their time to make sure that kids are getting introduced into the sport, because it's the greatest sport on earth. It gets them away from the drama and what's on the news and hell, what's going on in this country we never can't figure out sometimes. Fishing's always the constant, and it's really cool to see you out there with your kids.
That's right. You got to keep them outdoors and keep them with social media, and that's the hardest thing to do nowadays, you know.
Yeah. The more parents can introduce their kids to fishing, the less likely they'll have money to get themselves in trouble someday. So.
Exactly. Look out for the future too.
Absolutely. So, well, from all of us at Revital Outdoors, Brent, thank you for tuning into this podcast. For all the listeners, you've been listening to Mr. Brent Reaves, a top 5 angler from the BFL Bama Division tournament 2 years ago on the Alabama River. Again, that same tournament's coming up this coming weekend. Good luck to Brent and all the other Bama Division tournament anglers fishing this weekend. Be sure before we let you go, subscribe to our YouTube channel and enter into that $2,500 giveaway. Again, the link is at the top of the description right below this video. It takes 3 seconds to enter. There's no excuse for not entering if you're a serious angler like us. So from all of us at Revital Outdoors, thank you for tuning into this podcast. Be safe out there. God bless. We'll talk to everyone very, very soon.